Hello, one and all. Welcome back to another edition of the Average Guy's Guide to Life podcast. You know who I am. You know what this is. You very friendly looking person over there on the other side of this screen. You're not a bitch. Not today. Not today, you're not a bitch. Maybe tomorrow. How's it going? I would ask how your quarantine is going, but who gives a shit? It's going. And you have no choice. So I'm moving on. We're all going through it. I may be a little lethargic today, and I may be a little low energy, because that's what lethargic means. I just explained myself because I just got through a workout, and you gotta keep the gun show ready for when the summer pops up. If we're ever allowed out of our houses, you still gotta have the gun show ready. You gotta have them in the holster. You're wearing those long sleeves for now, but if we're ever allowed outside when it's about 80 degrees, you gotta be able to pull out the fucking AR-15s. If you're pulling out some 22s or some deuces, motherfuckers not gonna be impressed with your little pee-wee shits. Even though I'm not doing it to impress anyone, I just think it's a good idea for everyone to stay healthy. I think it's a good idea for everyone to work out, get your heart rate up. If that's your thing, do some cardio. If that's not your thing, then, maybe get some lifting in. Do both, go crazy. You don't have to do any fucking parkour, goddamn CrossFit shit if you don't want to. But do something. Go for a walk. Do something, especially now that we're all stuck indoors ordering fucking DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, getting fatter by the fucking minute. I think it's important, to restructure your lives. And you have to listen to me because I'm a person on the internet in front of a camera. You have to listen to me because my opinion matters. So, it doesn't. Of course, no one gives a shit about anything. But I do believe, in my opinion, my advice to you loyal viewers and listeners, try and restructure your lives. If there's something going on right now and you have nothing but fucking time in the day to think about it, whether it be your personal health, whether it be your finances, whether it be your work situation, whether it be your relationship, whatever it is you're going through, you have nothing but fucking time to think about it. And maybe it's time for a little bit of restructuring. You know what I'm saying? If you got a little inner tube tire around the gut area, maybe you need to work on that. Unless you look in the mirror and you see nothing wrong with yourself, then by all means, keep smashing them fucking Doritos Locos Tacos boxes. Do your thing. I love them myself. But I am only naughty on the weekends. And by naughty, I mean I gorge out of my mind. I eat all the bread in the universe. I eat all the bread, all the carbs, all the meat, all the grease. I just pour it into every cavity on my face. But during the week, I am good. I eat baked chicken, and I eat boiled chicken, and salmon, and all the boring shit in the world. There's one thing that I eat that I just recently started to eat that I deemed a pair that didn't match. Like some people outside of the African American community would view chicken and waffles. It's a very controversial meal to the people that are light in pigment. The pink folks. Those people that put on sunscreen. They don't understand what chicken and waffles are about. But have you ever fucking accidentally spilled some fucking syrup on a piece of fried chicken? It's goddamn delicious. Add some waffles to the mix, what syrup is actually supposed to go on to. You got yourself a bomb-ass meal there. It's goddamn delicious. Even though those things, on paper, don't belong together. So during the week, when I'm behaving myself and I'm not pouring grease into my eye cavities, I like to eat steak, right? Without any bread. I often don't even use A1 steak sauce. Just salt, pepper, sear it on both sides. Make sure it's a nice medium rare or a medium well. I can have it either way. But to get my protein as well, I've began to eat steak and eggs. And I didn't think they would mix as well as they do. In my entire life, I've been missing out on this shit. Steak and eggs. Who would have fucking thunk it? It's on every breakfast menu across the globe. Never tried it until a couple weeks back. Now it's a staple during my behaving myself Monday through Friday times. I didn't behave myself today though. I didn't. I had a fucking, well, not yet. It's pending. It's pending on my fucking kitchen counter as we speak. Goddamn submarine sandwich. It's a steak and cheese sandwich. I was craving one over the weekend, but I didn't get one. Instead, I poured different grease into my face cavities. But I got this goddamn steak and cheese sandwich from a local restaurant called Cousins. And Cousins, in my opinion, is shitting on Subway. It's just taking a big old wet shit on Subway. So I love their sandwiches. I love their preparation and everything. So I got that motherfucker sitting on the counter ready for me to devour. But enough about me. How are you doing? Do you have anything that you would like to restructure in your life during this lockdown period? During the back end, I guess, the ending stages of this lockdown. We seem to be coming out of it state by state, province by province. We seem to be coming out of this thing. So what are you going to do? Comment below. Leave a comment below on what you found out that you need to restructure in your life. What is it? What's going wrong that you would like to go right? For me, it was the amount of entertaining that I should be doing. I make music and I haven't been making any. I need to start making more. I create podcasts and I wasn't taking them very seriously, admittedly, in the beginning. It was just a way for me to vent my thoughts, and I also format bits, get some bit ideas out there, but I need to start taking it more seriously, you know? And also, I needed to get back in shape. I had some fucking injuries that were lingering. Got some back shit, got some knee shit, some elbow shit, some shoulder shit. And I also am probably the youngest person alive with arthritis. But now that I'm all healed up, I've been, getting back to it. So comment below, what's your thing? What's your thing you got to restructure? I know one thing for sure that I have to start to restructure. Excuse my flubbing of the word. I don't have a script here. But I know one thing that I have to restructure for sure is the content I watch. And I am on YouTube, but I also watch a lot of YouTube. And one of the things that I do watch on YouTube, but it doesn't come primarily on YouTube. It comes on Showtime, I believe. And they just upload it on YouTube because I guess it doesn't get enough views on Showtime. It's John Oliver's Last Week Tonight. And John Oliver is a cunt. I will say this. John Oliver is a fucking cunt. He's a cunt. John Oliver, you're a cunt. And you're also not funny. If you didn't have people writing your jokes, you wouldn't be that funny. And if you didn't have other content to create your jokes on, you also wouldn't be that funny. And if Donald Trump wasn't the president, you definitely wouldn't be that funny. How many fucking times, I literally watch his program when it's uploaded to fucking YouTube, because I'm not going to watch it live. I got better shit to do with my life. I watch it in the mornings when I'm getting ready for work, or should I say listen to. And no matter how outrageous the topic is, well, outrageous isn't the word. No matter how random the topic is, he finds a way to involve Trump in it. We get it. You're a fucking liberal comedy, in quotations, political news show. We understand. I get it. But does every topic have to involve how incompetent Trump is? I'm kind of over it. It's like every fucking where you look, everywhere you read, every person you fucking talk to, they want to talk to you about how incompetent Trump is. What's the problem with fucking Trump today? And I'm kind of over it. I'm over it. It's like the idea of having pizza every day for dinner. On paper, it sounds fucking fantastic. Who doesn't love pizza? Pizza is fucking great. Okay? You got the meat, you got the cheese, you got the bread, you got the sauce, you got, it's great. I could go for fucking pizza right now. I got a sandwich on the counter. I would throw that motherfucker in the garbage if someone knocked on my door right now with a large pepperoni sausage pizza. Thin crust, stretchy cheese, all the grease. I would throw that fucking sandwich in the trash. Sounds great, right? But after a fucking month or 2 months of eating pizza every day for dinner, two things are going to happen. You're going to get sick of it, one, and you also might die. And if you don't die, you'll be very unhealthy. And you'll be fucking lard ass. And right now, that's how I feel the fucking Trump thing is. The coverage of Trump. That's how I think it is right now. It's like it's been 4 years constantly of what the fuck type of shit Trump said today. What did he tweet? How dumb can we make him look? We get it. Do you have any other content? Can you be funny? Can you be original without a fucking human punching bag with obviously bad hair and obviously orange skin? Can you be funny without that human target walking around? I get it. You're a political comedy show. Comedy in quotations. We get it. And he's the biggest politician in the United States right now. But he isn't the biggest story all the time. Jesus. Like, he was talking about fucking sports today. And I'm going to get into that a little later. But he was talking about sports today. And somehow he also made that about Trump. Sports. Sports and Trump. Trump is probably the most unathletic person on the face of the planet. I don't even think he knows what a goddamn basketball is. I don't even think the man walks anywhere. I don't care what the fucking footage of him is walking from and to the podium. I don't think he walks. I think that's CGI. I think he has Secret Service carry him from place to place. His fucking leg muscles are like fucking pudding. They're pudding. So how the fuck does sports have anything to do with Trump? But he fit it in there somehow. Eat a dick, John Oliver. Be funny. Be funny. Okay? And you're not even American. That fucking accent. And I used to like you. I used to like you. You used to be, consistently funny and informative and have a different variety of topics from week to week. But now you're kind of a cunt. Cut it out. Just fucking cut it out. Anyway, enough about that rant about a program that I won't be watching anymore. Let's talk about sports and what I was going to talk about. I am currently wearing a Chicago Bulls snapback cap, and that is in honor of The Last Dance finally ending the 10-episode series, the thing that gave us sports when we were craving it the most, along with the UFC. I'll be getting to that a little later. But it's sad to see it go, and it was a very well done documentary. I was talking to someone earlier about how being a Chicagoan and our sports history and our sports teams and what they've won, nothing has matched what the Chicago Bulls did in the 90s. And you could literally buy any fucking Bulls type of merchandise, a cap, a goddamn jersey, a goddamn sweatshirt, whatever. You can buy some Bulls merch and no one has the right to say anything about your fucking team. Ever. You can rep that fucking team until the end of time. Okay? There's nothing anyone can say or anyone can do. We are etched in history. We can rep our city. We haven't won anything in goddamn 20 years. 20 years we haven't won anything. But guess what? I got this Bulls cap on. Damn, I can't speak. English is my first language, by the way. And also my second. But yeah, it's one of those things where once they've made a legacy, you could go the rest of your life without ever having to worry about your sports team in your area anymore. The Patriots has it. The goddamn Yankees have it. Now the Red Sox have it. The Bulls, the Lakers, the Celtics, they'll have it. I feel sorry for the motherfuckers that don't got it, you know? Like the Detroit Lions or some shit. Or the Cleveland Browns. Or are the Hornets still a thing, or are they the Bobcats now? I don't know. Is it the Hornets or the Bobcats? I don't know. Anyway, I didn't want to speak about that too long. Oh shit, is that my co-host? Oh shit, somebody's shooting too. It's my co-host and someone shooting. I don't live in a dangerous neighborhood, or at least I don't think. No one has tried to steal my things yet. We'll find out presently if someone tries to steal my things. My co-host seems to be very angry today. They just they're just shouting out. They're just fucking shouting out. Anyway, I was looking for some furniture this week as well. I live alone, and I don't have much furniture. Okay, we get it. Damn. My co-host chiming in. I guess a train also needs furniture. I mean, I guess it does. It needs seats. Anyway, so I was buying some furniture earlier this week. Or not this week. Over the weekend. Not buying. Looking. I was looking for some fucking furniture. And while I was looking for it, I found that things are super unreasonably priced. I was on Wayfair. I'm not gonna fucking blank out the name. It was Wayfair. I was on Wayfair and I was looking at the price of maybe a sofa, maybe a table or some shit. You know, if people actually wanted to come by, visit, you know, sit down in an actual chair and not on the floor, and, you know, have dinner and maybe some drinks, you know, normal shit. So I'm looking to fill the house with that sort of thing. And I realized that the price of these things are ridiculous. Like, who set the price range for couches and for tables? In my opinion, a couch should not cost $400. A couch should not cost $300. A couch should not fucking cost $200. It's one of those things that it's kind of a luxury item, but also kind of not. It's one of those things that everyone wants one, but everyone also needs one. If you live in a place where you don't want to be sitting on the fucking floor in your living space. I don't understand how everything else, as far as technology is concerned, all of the technology in the world can debut at peak prices. I remember when the DVD player first came out. Now, I wasn't around for the VCR, but I was around for the DVD player when I was a kid. When they first came out, they were fucking hundreds of dollars. There were hundreds of dollars for a DVD player, right? But now, you can fucking get a DVD player for $5 because the market changed, right? And no one watches DVDs anymore, or even Blu-rays. It is direct stream, you know, or just fucking steal it, you know. But couches, it seemed like the demand for couches has stayed the same, and I guess they didn't make any fucking improvements upon how a couch is made. They didn't make any improvements, so the price has just stayed the same throughout the years. Why is a fucking couch $400? Someone explain this to me. Explain it. Explain it. You know what I can get for fucking $400? That's better than a fucking couch? $400? I can get 4, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4 very mediocre hookers. 4 of them. And I can have them for the night. Better than a fucking couch. Better than a couch. You know, I can give a $400 fucking dollars that's better than a couch. You know? $400. That's like someone's car note or half of someone's car note, maybe, or maybe even a quarter of someone's car note. That's 4 car notes, bitch. What are you doing? What are you doing? Just to have somewhere to sit? Bitch, all my guests are going to stand now because of you. They're going to stand. Wayfair. Restructure your pricing system, all of you people that work in the furniture industry. A couch should not cost $400, and a goddamn table the size of a stool should not cost $100. Think I'm joking? Go on Wayfair. Check it out. Check it out for yourself. I was looking at tables, and I set a price range there, and they were trying to sell me tables the size of 1 dinner plate. 1 dinner plate size tables. They call it a table. It wasn't a fucking table. It was just a tall stool. $200. Well, go fuck yourself. Okay? Anyway, that had nothing to do with nothing. I was speaking about Wayfair because when I looked there and I decided that they have nothing I want, I then turned my attention to my email because I needed to sign up for some shit. And what was the first thing at the top of my email? You know, that little advertisement that they put at the top of your email now, because everything is ran by advertisements now, apparently. The first thing they put at the top of my email was a link to Wayfair. Now, think you know where I'm going with this? Motherfuckers are selling your digital footprint. They're selling your digital data. They're selling your data, period. They're selling your IP. They're selling your shit. They're passing it around so that they can try and sell your shit. They want to hound you. You have no privacy. The moment that you put your goddamn credit card information in there, they're like Marge Simpson on that one Simpsons episode. I know where you live. You know, they know who you are. And they know where you live. They know your name. They know your social security. They know your little interest. They know what the fuck you're going to Google search. They'll suggest things for you to search. They'll suggest things for you to buy. Am I the only one unnerved by this? Am I the only one that thinks this shit is a little unnecessary? Or this is a little control-y? Control-y, that's not a word. Am I the only one that thinks this is something that needs to be talked about more than it currently is? I know that people are going to say, if you have nothing to hide, then you have nothing to worry about. I get it, but that's also not the case here. The case is privacy has become non-existent here. Privacy is now something that you would have to completely go off the grid to obtain. Something that people used to have when you just, change your phone number. You change your phone number back in the day, then you would have, unparalleled amounts of privacy. No one would even know where you are, But now you would have to fucking go dark. You would literally have to live like a cave person in order to have some remnants of privacy again. What is this about? Am I the only one worried? Am I the only one worried that we're eventually going to be tracked and monitored and probed in every inch of our existence? You won't have any privacy. You won't have anywhere to go where people aren't trying to tell you things about something that you randomly thought about searching. Just think about that. I thought about searching something before. Thought about it. I didn't even search it, but I thought about it. And when I opened my browser, it was the thing that was suggested to me. Like, what if I was, I randomly wanted to buy God of War collector's edition or some shit. Just thought about it. And then I opened my goddamn browser, and the advertisements that they're showing me is for God of War. God of War hasn't been, a good game. Well, it's an excellent game. It's an excellent game. It hasn't been selling in stores in years. It's a dated game. It's dated. So how the fuck would they know? How would they know? Unless they're watching me and they're recording me and they're recording everything that I say and they're recording everything that you say and everything that you do. Okay? You're not worried about this? Restructure your life, people. Restructure your fucking life. Anyway, moving on from that. The last thing I want to leave you with is a funny observation that I had over the weekend. UFC has been one of the sports that aren't afraid of the coof. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about the coof. They will fight it with fists and knees and elbows. And the card wasn't that memorable. It was a good card. I mean, I'm biased. I like all UFC events, so to me, a average card might be a good card. Other people might not see it that way, but I thought the card was good. But the thing that I took away from it primarily wasn't the fights themselves, and it wasn't even the fact that they were fighting in an empty arena. The thing that I took away from it was the fact that fighters can basically pick any nickname they want in the UFC. They could pick anything. How do I know this? Some guy that was fighting this past weekend on Saturday, his fight name, his fight nickname, his cage name is Fluffy. Fluffy. I don't know the man's real name. The only thing that I could take away from this was his fight name, and his fight name was Fluffy. And the ring announcer, Bruce Buffer, when he's announcing the fighters, he has to announce them as their ring name as well, their fight name. His fight name is Fluffy. And there are some other outrageous fight names as well. You know, the first one that comes to mind is some guy named Thug Nasty. I mean, it's genius and it's baffling at the same time. Mr. Thug Nasty. He's not a black guy either. He's some white guy from the boonies. And it just got me thinking, what if the fighter had no limit to the type of nickname that he could pick, right? And the announcer still had to say it. He has to say it. It's his fight name. And then my brain started to really go. I'm thinking about the most outrageous fucking things anyone can be called when they're entering the cage. And if you've never seen UFC, then you probably won't get this reference. Because Bruce Buffer's style of announcing fighters, it's kind of jarring at first if you're not used to it. He doesn't have kind of a smooth delivery. He doesn't have the pipes of his brother Michael Buffer. Let's get ready to rumble. That guy. He doesn't have that, that tone. His tone is very aggressive and it's very awkward. He goes like, fighting out of the blue corner. Fighting and now. It's very aggressive. It's jarring. But I love it. I fucking love it. It's perfect for the UFC. It's perfect. But what if he had no choice? Like he had no choice but to announce that guy as Fluffy. What if he had no choice but to announce someone who was a little off, who was a little liberal in the way that he chose his fight names, right? What if he had to announce someone? What if he had to announce someone who was basically admitting a crime, right, with their ring name? What if Bruce Buffer had to announce someone and their ring name was like the Peeping Tom? Like John the Peeping Tom Smith. But that's a PG version of what I would think would be the most outrageous names, the ring names. I mean, of course, names like the Murderer, that kind of suits it. That suits mixed martial arts in the UFC. But what if someone wasn't like a murderer? What if they were like John the Heroin Addict Smith? It just admitting what you do in your day-to-day life, and one of the women, Jane the Chronic Masturbator Smith. I don't know. I find it fucking hilarious the fact that he has no choice but to announce these people by their chosen ring names, you know? And me being the sick person I am, I'm thinking of the weirdest ring names that you could come up with, you know? Like, what if his ring name was David Baby Dick Smith? I don't know why everybody's last name is Smith. But what if his name was David Baby Dick Johnson? Damn, Baby Dick Johnson. Oh, it's a double burn. You know? Or goddamn Jane, I smoke crack on the weekends, Alexander. Oh God. I have far too much free time on my hands, folks, as you can see. Damn, I didn't remind you earlier. Please, folks, like, share, subscribe, and tell me what your ring name would be in the comments. Not your fight ring name. I don't want you to be the murderer. I don't want you to be the pummeler. I don't want you to be the fucking destroyer or the devastator. I want you to be your deepest, darkest secret, or maybe admitting to a crime. What would your ring name be? You know, one of the two. Or if it's just some funny shit that you would think would be a funny ring name, just put that in the comments below. And remember to like and share as well. And let me know what you think. Also, don't forget to comment on, what the fuck was I talking about earlier? I don't remember. Just fucking rewind this shit. I'm exhausted. Like I said, I'm fucking exhausted, man. I've been working out, okay? Been working out. I can make excuses, okay? Because I am on this side of the camera, and you're on that side of the camera. Whatever. Just remember to like, share, subscribe, do the comment thing down there. And until the next time, I'll see you. Bye.